All right, welcome to another episode of Between the Coast. I'm your host, Fernando, with our stars, Cassius and Jared. We have a very fun episode today. We will be discussing the NBA Finals, our predictions, followed by NFL news and our AFC North predictions. So we will start it. We'll give the mic to Cassius. Cassius, let's hear your NBA Finals prediction.
Well, just a little news and notes. It is the first finals for the Knicks since 1999, where they faced the Spurs. Very ironic. Also facing a young emerging star in their third season. Or I'm sorry, Duncan was in his fourth season. A lot of similarities, very crazy. But if just to get it out the way, I got Spurs in 7.
That's what the people were waiting on. I was like, what are we doing? Like, the build-up was crazy.
Honestly, it's kind of, I really think it's going to come down to what we see from those guards, how they match up correctly with Brunson, and how Stephon Castle can actually guard him. Also, Stephon Castle can keep himself cool and not lose his mentality of, getting a little too hot-blooded and potentially getting kicked out of a game, because we saw the writing on the wall. But I think it's going to be a great series, but I don't know. That team.
Well, let's just break it down this way. Since you're saying you don't know right now, but you got the Spurs in 7 kind of gut feeling. I too feel what you're saying, right? But for the viewers and Fernando's sake, I'm going to say Knicks in 7. And here's why. I think the Knicks are going to throw tons of bodies at Wemby. And in order to beat Wemby, you got to force somebody else to beat you. Which, I mean, the Spurs with Castle, Harper, Fox, they got options. But I think you feel better about the Knicks being able to throw multiple bodies at Wemby. I think people are forgetting that you got Josh Hart, he'll lock you up. You got OG, he'll lock you up. Which means, and let's face it, like Brunson is going to get his. It's going to be a battle. If the Knicks do win, Brunson's definitely going to have to play. He's going to have to play hero ball at least one or two of those games. And, I mean, they're playing through Cat. They've been playing real different since playing through Cat. Who also, like, I hate to say it, he can shoot the three. He going to bring Wemby out that paint. And you know what happens when you bring Wemby out that paint? Josh Hart, OG, they going to slash, and Brunson's going to get his when Cat's off the ball.
A lot of second chance points. But there are a few things that I actually have for some research here. For one, the Knicks have been, yes, we know what everyone's been saying for the narrative. They've had some weak competition, which I don't think is true. In terms, I think that this will be the best defensive team that they've faced this far, in this postseason. But also, I don't think that they can get as lucky with the way that their opponents have been shooting the three. They are actually, let's see, where do I have that? Yeah, currently the Knicks have had their opponents shooting at 31% from the three-point line as a combined from the last three opponents, which is the lowest mark of an opponent, especially in a conference finals, since this metric was started in 2013. So we already saw how the Spurs can push the ball. I think that also just the way that they know how to essentially how they spread the ball, and also I think that if the Knicks play their pace, which is very fast, kind of similar to how the Thunder play, they can win that game, this series. But the Spurs are really, really good at slowing you down to play their game. And I think that's going to play a big key into the series too. So
yeah, could be. I mean, but after all those stats, I feel like you really want to say Knicks in 7. That's what I'm hearing you say. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Here it comes.
I gotta go with Wemby, the alien, the alien.
Was that your French spin on it, or
the alien?
Oh God,
he is the youngest superstar, essentially, to make it to the finals. It took Michael Jordan 7, LeBron 4, Tim Duncan 4, and Kobe the Mamba Bryant 4 seasons to get to the final. He has the ability to take this team all the way, and those guards are going to be very hard, I think, for them to be able to keep up with, because the issue we had last time was you can't keep Dean Wade on the floor. the entire game to guard Brunson. That was the Cavs' problem. Stephon Castle ain't going nowhere. And then guess what? Stephon steps off. Who's going to step up on Brunson? You got Vassell. You got Darian Fox. So I think they have the ability. I do agree with Jarrett though. They definitely have the bodies to compete with Wemby. They actually, which I don't know exactly how much it plays into because we don't count the game. Stupid NBA. The NBA Finals Cup, which was Knicks Spurs, and the Knicks won. So we've seen a preview. Knicks also got blown out by the Spurs at home, but they also blew the Spurs out at home when the Spurs came to visit during the regular season. So, like I said, I think it's going to be a very hard-fought battle between them, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But as of right now, the Spurs are favored they are favored at neg 190, while the Knicks are plus 160.
So let me ask you this, Cassius. I want you to answer first, and then Jared. Who do you see winning game one?
It's at home for the Spurs, which I was surprised, but yeah, I think the Spurs will take the first one. I think the Knicks are going to have some rust to wean off.
I don't think it's going to be rust. I think that game's going to be close, but I think the Spurs take game one.
I didn't say it wasn't going to be close. I just think they're going to have a little rust, which is going to affect them for that first game for sure.
Yeah, but like sometimes when people think rust, like you think of what you saw versus like the Cavs and the Knicks in game one, even though they did come back to win. And that game was close. That's why I just want to throw that out there. But right. I definitely think it's going to be close. It's going to be nip and tuck. But I think the Spurs will get out of that game with the dub.
Okay. Any other final thoughts about our predictions for the NBA Finals game one?
Knicks in 7.
I like it.
Oof. Also, fun fact, last thing, Spurs have appeared in 4 different finals in 4 different decades.
Of course.
Championship blood.
This guy.
Championship blood. Crazy.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, we could transition over to the NFL.
One last NBA news, not related to the finals. Stephen Curry signed a $400 million deal with Li Ning to, I think it was a 10-year contract, but seems like this is going to be like one of those forever partnerships. For people out there, because I have seen the comments, Li Ning is a real company. It's an incredible company. They actually care about their athletes and how they build the shoe, and they use the science around it. So yeah, if you're a real basketball fan, you would know a lot of this, but that's why we're here to help educate the ones that don't. And I think it's going to be an incredible partnership for years to come, and I think that they're going to help Curry build the shoe he wants. So.
All right. And at this time, we are going to transition to the NFL news, followed by the AFC North predictions. So we will start out with both Drake London and his $145 million 4-year deal, followed by Steelers' Nick Herbig, linebacker, 4-year, $100 million deal. But we wanted to kind of highlight the A.J. Brown and Myles Garrett trade. So let's hear it, Cassius.
Well, let's start with the biggest one. I don't know if you guys remember last episode, but I said the Rams are my Super Bowl favorite. Well, gosh darn.
His third favorite team.
Second. Going back. They have traded their star, Jared Verse, for the biggest defensive player and defensive player of the year winner last year, Myles Garrett. The Browns get a 2027 first-round pick, a second-round pick in 2028, and a third in 2029 with Jared Verse, who is in his last year of his rookie contract, meaning he is about to get a fat contract. Love the trade, by the way. Great for both sides.
Which is crazy that for the first time in NFL history, the reigning MVP and Defensive Player of the Year will be playing on the same team. So it'll be interesting.
Wow. Jared, any thoughts?
So is it a letdown if they don't win the Super Bowl?
It's 100% a letdown.
I just had to hear him say it on the record. That was it.
The rumors are spreading, of course, because retired Aaron Donald, former Defensive Player of the Year, is on the Pat McAfee show today and saying he might be thinking of unretiring.
So
if that happens and they don't win, God, they may go down as the biggest bust team to be an automatic Super Bowl contender and winner.
Well, that was why I asked you, because literally, let's call it what it is. Myles Garrett is a great individual talent. He ain't won shit. So, yeah, like Aaron Donald is probably the missing piece. And I'm glad you brought it up, because that's what I think a lot of people are missing. Because if Aaron Donald don't come back, we going to have Myles Garrett with just a better offensive team that could still end up, with empty calories.
I do think that they're still a Super Bowl favorite at the end of the day. I mean, at the end of the day, you had Jared Verse there. You're replacing him with Myles Garrett. That defense was pretty good, but it still had its holes, and Myles Garrett fills that hole. If you get Aaron Donald, you're just slapping concrete over the already sealed hole. Like, you're making sure there's no holes in that defense. And that dude stays in shape. I don't know if anyone watches his videos. That man does not stop working out. He looks exactly probably how he looks. Yeah, he'd have to get back in football shape, but I wouldn't be concerned about it. It's not like, actually, other news, OBJ is coming back to the Giants, by the way. The return. They also signed Juju Smith-Schuster and Berrios.
Yep. But before we go to A.J. Brown, the Rams, as of today on DraftKings, are favorites to win the Super Bowl. They have a plus 600 odd, followed by the Buffalo Bills, Baltimore Ravens, Jesus Christ, the Ravens, the Seahawks, and then the Chiefs. So, and then the list goes on, but the Rams are, as of today, the favorites to win Super Bowl.
Go back to episode 1 or 2, our fellow listeners, and tell me I didn't say Rams Bills are my Super Bowl favorites.
Where are the Bears? Where are the Bears and the Lions, might I add?
Oh, the Lions are actually ahead of the Bears. They are 4 spots ahead of them.
Yeah, say it louder for the people in the back, a.k.a. the people in Chicago, Nando.
Of a toddler, okay?
All right, I'm gonna read the odds all the way to the Bears. So you got Rams, Bills, Ravens, Seahawks, Chiefs, Eagles, Patriots, Chargers, Packers, 49ers, Texans, Lions, Broncos, Bengals.
Did he say the Texans?
Cowboys, and then the Bears.
And the Packers. And he said the Packers. Wildness.
I feel like what am I listening to right
Chiefs
now?
in the top 5 is insane.
That is insane.
What we're seeing right now.
I'm
The
just
Trent McDuffie trade weakened that secondary. Like, crazy.
Which Cassius, I want to hear more about this A.J. Brown trade.
Ugh. I mean, for one, A.J. Brown is very happy. He's out. He gets to play with a quarterback that I would say is more his style. He's also, I don't know if you guys know, he's actually a lifelong Patriots fan.
A quarterback that is more his style. I feel like for the listeners and me and Nando, you got to break that down just a little bit.
You're right. So what I mean by that is, A.J. Brown needs a stereotypical quarterback. That he's more of a pocket passer. Yes, he can get outside the pocket run, but he is a thrower through and through, and that's what Drake May is. A.J. Brown knows he is the number 1 target on that team, and he will get number 1 looks. So for fantasy, definitely keep an eye on him. But in other words, it definitely may hurt the Eagles more than I think it does A.J. Brown. I think that it's going to be a great season for him, and the issue they had was with offensive line. They've tweaked that, and as long as their coach stays out of the news, I think they should have a pretty decent season.
See, here's the issue. Okay, I don't like his stats and individual stats. They're gonna skyrocket. I don't think he is on the better team necessarily. I mean, the Patriots did have the easiest schedule. They backdoored their way. They didn't. They played a couple tight games down the stretch there, and then got blown out. They got blowed out, not blown out. They got blowed out.
Bears included
In the Super Bowl. Right. In the Super Bowl. So I said all that to say his individual stats are going to blow up. I don't think he's on the better team. Drake May is going to force feed him the ball. That's all he cared about. And I think, honestly, whatever happened between him and Hurts, he should have tried to bury that because the Eagles are a better team. And I don't think the Eagles, you add A.J. Brown, the team gets better. You lose him, you probably do lose a step. But they got Mekhi Lemon out of USC. They still got Devontae Smith. He's won the Heisman. He was on that Super Bowl championship team.
Didn't they pick up Marquise Brown?
Yes,
I think too.
They picked up Hollywood Brown. So they were able to supplement his loss with like a rookie receiver and a serviceable receiver who played with Lamar, played with Patrick Mahomes. I mean, come on now. And he still got Saquon. Like, I guess receivers are prima donnas. We know that. But I don't think, if you ask me who still has the better team, I'm going to say the Eagles.
Yeah, I agree. And then just for our listeners, the Brown was traded to the Pats for a 2028 first and a 2027 fifth-round pick. And then our last news is Josh Jacobs, hitter of the year. Sorry, wrong sport. Back practicing while they are mulling over his case. So other than that, I think we're good with NFL news.
All right, and now we will get into our AFC North predictions. And while Cassius pulls that up, I will get my notes ready for the Steelers, the Ravens, the Bengals, followed by the Browns.
I just want everyone to know that the Steelers had every star player as an option to select for their schedule if they wanted to download it. The Aaron Rodgers one I should have done just because he looked hilarious, because I hate his old school style helmet. That's not even like, yes, I have a huge issue with Aaron Rodgers, but his old school helmet on his head, I just want him to get hit 1,000 times while he's wearing it.
You can't say that. You just can't say that, man.
But I can.
You can't. Like, jeez.
Jared's throwing a flag on the play.
You can't say that.
I can say it.
Oh my gosh. You're going to get us canceled before. Aaron Rodgers, please come on the show. I'm going to keep saying stuff. Every time he calls somebody out, you can come on the show. I'm trying to tell you.
Alrighty. Starting with home game. Sunday, September 13th, facing Atlanta. That's a win.
It's a dub. Barely.
Then they're going into New England. And I have that as a loss.
Yeah. It's a loss.
Then, home game against Cincinnati.
It's a loss.
I think it's a loss. I think that Cincinnati really improved their defense, so I'm going to say that's a loss. Then, next, they're going at Cleveland. I also think that's a win.
It's a win.
Yep. Then they host Indianapolis. That's a win.
Absolutely.
Michael Pittman revenge game, just saying. Then they're going at Tampa. I have that as a loss.
I agree.
Next, we have at New Orleans, but it's the France game. So I have them winning that game.
Yeah, they're going to win.
Then they host Cleveland, which is going to be another win.
Yeah, I agree.
Then at Cincinnati, I have that as a loss.
Yeah, I'll give you that. They're going to lose that one.
Then at Philly, November 22nd, I have that as a loss.
Absolutely.
Then, well, this is a tough stretch for them. Woo, this is a tough stretch. Next, they host Denver, which I have as a loss. I know. I was thinking it too, but I have it as a loss.
I feel like this is where they take one here in this tough stretch. I'm going to say they win.
Who their coach is. It's not Mike Tomlin.
He's right. He's right. Okay, they lose.
Then they host a second home game against Houston.
They lost.
The only reason this one's
it's cold. It's December. Yeah, they won. They win.
I think they win this one. Then away at Jacksonville, I have them losing.
Yeah.
Monday night game. I think that's a loss. Then of course they host Baltimore.
Loss.
That will be a loss. Then it looks like it's either going to be the 26th or the 27th for this game, but they are hosting Carolina. I think they win. And I think they'll win that one. Then we have them going into Tennessee. That should be a win.
Absolutely.
And the last game of the season at Baltimore, I have that as a loss.
Same. Not looking good. What's he going to say? He's going to say like 8-9.
Which would
That's exactly, 8 and 9.
For us? Both of us?
Yeah,
Or?
both of you guys have them 8 and 9. I have them 6 and 11.
It's basically their season every year.
Dang. This is the end of Aaron Rodgers as we know it.
He did say he will retire after this season, so.
All right. We're going to Baltimore with it. So, where am I at? Trying to make this bigger. Here we go.
Yeah, gray's away. Purple is home.
Yeah, I see it. I was lagging for a second. So Baltimore starts the season in week 1 on the road at the Colts. That's a win.
I have that as a win.
Week 2, they come on home to play the Saints. That's a win.
I have that as a win.
Week 3, they go to Jerry's World. I'm going to say that's a win.
Rio.
Yeah, that's the Rio. And, it's Rio, you said. Yeah, it is Rio. My bad. But do you have them winning or not?
I have them losing.
You know what? I'm going to say they win. Wait. We did the Cowboys already. We did that division. Did I say they win? Yeah, I said Baltimore. They lose to Baltimore. I said that. I said they lose. So, Baltimore, you're going to start off 3-0. Then they come home.
Easy.
Titans. What you got?
It's a win.
Absolutely. Then they play the Falcons in Atlanta. What is this? Week 6? I can't count all of a sudden. So that's week 5. Week 5. So I'm gonna say that's a win. Week 6, they're at Cleveland Browns.
Win.
Big win. Week 7 versus the Bengals. I'm gonna say they lose here.
I also say that's a loss.
Right. And then week 8, and the Bengals were at home, my bad. Week 8, they're in Buffalo. That's a loss.
I have that as a loss also.
Week 9, they're at home versus the Jags. That's what is that? That's Thursday night primetime game.
I think they'll win that one.
They're going to win that one. I agree. Yeah. And then you got week 10 versus the Chargers at home. That's a win.
I have them winning that.
Week 11, they go on the road versus the Panthers. I think that's a win.
I also think that's a win.
Week 12, here comes the trap game at Tennessee. I'm going to say it. I think they lose.
I think so too.
It's a trap game right there. And I only say that because what happens week 13? Bye week. Week 14. Oh, stuff. Okay, my bad. My screen reset. Week 14. At home versus the Buccaneers. I had that as a win. What you got? Okay. Week 15. At Steelers. That's a win.
Yeah, win.
Week 16 versus the Browns at home. That's a win. Week 17, they go on the road in Cincinnati, Thursday night, primetime. What you got?
I think they win this one. I think they're going to split it. Because I had them losing the first one and winning this one. So
I agree. They're gonna win. Week. I'm thinking about my Bengals pick as I was speaking, and Joe Burrow, if healthy, he plays well late. So, I'm gonna say they lose, Nando. I'm changing it.
All right. I say they win. Still.
And then week 18 to be determined versus the Steelers at home. That's a win.
Yeah, it's a win.
What I got, like 14-3, 13-4. He's got like 12-5.
You guys both have them going 13-4. I have the Ravens going 11-6.
Nando's hard today, man. He's
I know.
He's being a real critic.
His past mistakes.
He got that new phone. He don't know how to act.
For those who don't know, Nando has come into the 21st century with an iPhone 17.
He was lit. What he had? What you have? An 8?
iPhone 11.
Oh,
11. Yeah. Yes.
Which is basically an iPhone 8.
Did you trade that phone in, or do you still have it?
I traded it.
They want you to trade in. That's how you get the deals now. They want me to trade in mine, and I'm refusing. So.
Well, you got the terabyte. That's why.
All right. We are on to the Cincinnati Bengals, who I think are going to be a
We're on to
surprise to watch.
Cincinnati.
First, home game of the season, which is Tampa Bay open in orange. That is going to be a win.
Yeah, I'll say they win.
Then we have away at Houston. I think that's a loss.
That's a loss.
Then away Pittsburgh. I have that as a win.
Yeah, that's a win.
Then they host Jacksonville, and that is going to be a win.
That's a loss.
Then away against Miami, which is a automatic win in my head.
Absolutely.
Week 6 bye. Then they come back and face Baltimore on the road, which I have them winning.
I think I had them winning that too. Yeah, I had them winning.
Then we have a home game against Tennessee, which they will win.
Yep.
They then take Atlanta to Madrid, which they will win.
Yep.
They then come back, play Pittsburgh at home, which I think they win.
Yep.
We then have Washington away game. I have this as a win.
This is 2 primetime games back in the back to back. I feel like this is a trap game, but I can't say they're gonna lose to Washington right now. I just can't. So I'll say win.
Yeah, then we have a home game against New Orleans, which is a win.
Big win.
Cleveland away game, which is a win.
Yep.
Then Kansas City comes to Cincinnati, and I think they lose that game.
I agree. I'm shocked. I was waiting for you to say they win. Okay, look at you.
Then Carolina away game, which I have them winning.
Yep.
Then they face the Colts, which I have them winning on the road.
Yeah.
And then we got a Baltimore home game. That's a New Year's Eve game. I have them losing that one.
I think I do. No, I had them winning. I had them winning. I had them winning.
Okay. And then Cleveland at home, which is a win.
Yeah. You know, to stir the pot, I just feel like I have to. Nando, I'm going to say Tampa beats them in opening day.
Okay. All right.
Oh, because you just think that they're always slow starters.
I mean, they starting off pretty fast, but they going to have 1 week as a slow starter. I think they still will start slow, started slow for years at this point.
Alrighty. And last but not
All right. So Cassius has the Bengals going 14-3. Jared, you have them going 13-4. I have them going 12-5.
Shout out to Nando today, man.
Nando's on it. The AFC he's found his calling.
He just don't know about the NFC.
We'll get him there.
We'll get him there. Week 1 for the Cleveland Browns. Week 1 on the road versus the Jags. That's a loss.
I have that as a loss.
Week 2 on the road versus Tampa. That's a loss.
That's a loss.
Week 3, they are playing the Panthers at home. That's another loss.
I also say that's a loss.
And then the Steelers come to town to give them their 4th straight loss.
Yep. That's a loss.
But they finally get a win versus the Jets in Week 5 on the road.
That's a loss.
Wow, that's a take. That's a take. Week 6, At home versus the Ravens, that's a loss.
Yep,
Week
loss.
7 on the road versus the Titans.
Loss.
I'm going to say they beat the Titans.
No chance.
No chance is crazy.
No chance, honestly.
But no, we'll deal with that later.
We're gonna watch that game together.
We'll deal with that later. Week 8 on the road versus the Steelers. That's a loss.
Loss.
Week 9 on the road versus the Saints. That's a loss.
It's a loss.
Week 10, the Texans come to town. That's a loss.
It's a trap game.
Is it?
It's Cleveland in November. It could be very cold. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, I'm gonna say it's a loss, but I think it's right before bye week too.
It is. I hear you.
But I'm gonna say it's a loss.
Week 11 bye. Week 12, they will welcome the Raiders to town. I'm gonna say they win.
I'm gonna say they win.
Week 13, they welcome the Bengals to town. They lose. They lose bad too. Week 14, they welcome the Falcons to town. I'm gonna say they lose. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna say they win.
Someone's got faith in the Browns.
I have that as a loss.
I just, well,
sure
you know what?
know
Actually,
how-
I take that back. You talking about Bijan, Drake just got, it's a loss. It's a loss. I tried to be different. I couldn't stick to it. And then they played Cassius's first favorite team, the New York Giants.
No one's believing.
They all believe me. They play your first favorite team, the New York Giants.
The
And,
Bears are my first favorite team. We all know that. So, but that's a loss.
It's a loss. His favorite team gets a dub. Then they play the Ravens on the road in Baltimore. It's a loss.
That's a loss.
Then they play the Colts. They better beat the Colts. I'm just saying.
That's a
Week
loss.
17. You got it as a loss? I'm going to say they win here. They win. Then week
Lost.
18. Okay, yeah, he's not wrong. It's against the Bengals. They're going to lose that game.
All right. Well, Cassius.
Win. I already know.
Jared
One
has
win.
them winning 4 games. Cassius and I have them winning 1 game.
Atta boy, Nando.
I feel like y'all are tripping. What? One game? You
realize
guys really think
they're
that they're going to
player.
lose? The Titans are still bad, y'all. Come on.
You realize that Myles Garrett is not on the
Yeah, I
team.
realize that.
You realize that Deshaun Watson might come back this season.
Yeah, I realize that.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
You got them. If that's the case, who do y'all have them beating again? Who was it?
Both the Raiders.
At home.
Yeah.
They could lose that like that.
They could.
Put the schedule back up. Put the schedule back up.
They could lose both.
The close one, the second game that I could see them winning is maybe the Jets.
That's what I was thinking. And then the other game is the Titans, but I think the Titans are going to be a way better team this year. Defensively,
Let me tell you
and
something.
offensively.
Robert Saleh has about the same amount of talent he had with the Jets, and what happened? Okay.
First of all,
okay. You can take it off. You can take this off the screen now.
We
You can
saw
take it off the
Robert
screen.
Saleh and what he did with the 49ers defense when he was given full power, knowing, and that has been proven, that he was not given the full reins during his Jets reign, why everyone gave him a second chance even to be the Titans coach. So
My point is, though, he was still a head
Different
coach.
organization.
Okay.
different organization.
My
Andy
point
Reid-
is,
Eagles?
my
Reid was-
point is, he had the same. It's the same amount, if not just as much talent, when he was on the Jets as he does with the Titans, and you're expecting him to just. So the Titans are going to be world beaters.
No one said that. Titans
asking.
organization, which is middle of the pack. Jets organization. Let me just
The Titans
Going
are
lower
the
and
middle of the
lower.
pack currently.
I just wanted you to
Okay.
just barely see the hand of the Titans. Of where the Jets
He
organization.
said the Titans organization is now considered the middle of the pack. That's
I'm not
crazy.
Saying, I'm not saying like as a winning culture. I'm saying like if I was a Titans, or like if I was going somewhere, I'd.
We're talking about winning and losing, are we not? We're talking about winning and losing.
saying, like, if I had to choose between the two, I'm going with the Titans because they organizationally have had a better track history of drafting players, building teams around those, and having success. Versus we've seen what the Jets have done for 40 fucking years, dude. Like
The same team that traded away AJ Brown, right?
okay, but
Who just got traded, right? So let's not act like they just make great
traded
decisions
AJ Brown
24.
because why? He was a problem child. He was the
He,
Eagle.
but
Didn't
but
want
my
to be
point.
there.
Okay, my point
Go
is
ahead,
you're
Jared.
acting
Go
like
ahead,
you're
Jared.
acting like they're this upper echelon franchise, and they're not. They're both at the bottom of the barrel, bro.
Everyone's upper echelon if it's against the Jets.
We're talking about the Go ahead, Nando. Go ahead. Go ahead. We're talking about the Browns. He bringing up the Jets. Like,
It's against the Jets. It's against the Browns. I mean, both of them are.
my point about Robert Saleh, okay, I'll be fair. You're right. We were including the Jets. My point about Robert Saleh is the talent disparity was not that different. And you're expecting, like, I can't wait till we do the Titans. This is Cassie's fourth favorite team, everybody. It has to be. It has to be. Because this is crazy.
Just because I have a take does not mean it's a favorite team.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, it's basically what you've been saying.
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
That's why Fernando shook his head because he's like, pretty much.
I did not say no. Fernando shakes his head because he just agrees with you 90% of the time for no reason.
90% right.
Nah, I doubt that. Doubt that. Fernando just be agreeing. Then he lets you get away with the bullshit. That's it.
Okay, do you guys have any final takes for the AFC North?
I mean, I think the Bengals are good. As long as Joe Burrow stays healthy, they should own this division.
I agree. As long as they don't have a slow start and he can stay healthy, they should have a very good season.
As of right now, odds on favorites are the Baltimore Ravens at -115. Cincinnati is second at +200. Steelers are +500. And, of course, the Cleveland Browns +1900.
Actually, while you're at it, can you look up what's their plus minus is for their record?
Let's see. Where's the one I found? All right. Starting with the Baltimore Ravens. They are over under 11.5 games. Next, we have the Cincinnati Bengals. They are over under 9.5. Cleveland Browns are over under 6.5. And wait, no, that was all four, right?
The Steelers.
No, Pittsburgh Steelers, right? Steelers, I'm assuming are about what, 8.5? Let's see. 8.5.
All right. And with that, that concludes our AFC North schedule predictions. Tune in next time. We will continue discussing the NBA Finals. We will continue discussing NFL news, and we will also go over the AFC East schedule predictions. So before we conclude, make sure to follow, like, and subscribe to all of our channels. And as always, thank you for joining the best in the Midwest, and join us next time for another episode of Between the Coast.
See ya.